Hey, I'm Mike Leister. I'm a CDL test examiner here at Lake-Sumter State College. Today I want to shoot a short video on the proper procedures we would use to couple and uncouple a trailer from a Class A vehicle, and also how to adjust the tandems properly on your trailer. So we're going to have Brian demonstrate the proper procedure for coupling and uncoupling a semi-trailer. Right now you want to make sure that your brakes are fully locked. You want to get out of the vehicle using the proper 3 points of contact. And at this point, you're going to see that Brian will be stepping back to the landing gear portion of the trailer. And what he's doing is cranking the landing gear down to where the feet can rest on the ground to drop the trailer. You always want to make sure that you take those feet all the way down and make sure it's going to have a secure footing when dropping the trailer. And if you notice, he has one hand on the trailer and he has a proper stance where he can keep control of that crank handle so that it doesn't end up hitting his body when he's doing this process. Now you want to stow the crank back into the cradle position and move to the air line and electric line connections. He's going to remove the electric line connection from the trailer and make sure to stow it properly on the rear of the tractor. And he's going to do the same with both the glad hand connections and store them properly as well. Now the last step is going to be to pull the release arm out and unlock the locking jaw from the kingpin assembly on the fifth wheel. At this point, re-enter your vehicle using 3 points of contact. And be sure that when you go to move the vehicle from under the trailer, you only release the tractor valve. You want to leave the trailer valve pulled out. Now you want to slowly pull away from the vehicle and allow that trailer to drop slowly down onto the blacktop. Okay, now he's going to re-hook the trailer. He's going to back slowly up to the trailer to where he can get out and assess that he is at the right height for the fifth wheel. So using his 3 points of contact, he's going to step out. And right now he is verifying that the trailer is sitting just below the center pivot point on the fifth wheel assembly. Once he sees that it's good, he will re-enter the vehicle with 3 points of contact and back completely under the trailer. Note that if it is positioned properly, the trailer will slightly lift off the ground and adjust its way in to center with the fifth wheel. Once you back up and feel the resistance and hear the latch, you would now put the truck into drive and do a gentle tug to make sure that you have a solid hook. Now that that is established, he's going to step back out of the vehicle using that 3 points of contact, and he's going to go back. And first he is going to check that he is hooked properly and the release arm is back in the lock position. He is now once again going to re-hook both his electric line and the air glad hands to the trailer. Want to make sure that your glad hands are securely locked in place so we have a good seal for the air to get to the trailer unit. And you want to, at this point, listen for any kind of leaks that you may have. Now we'll go ahead and return back to the landing gear, and we're going to crank that landing gear back up until it is fully raised into the landing gear frame. Making sure once again that we are using a solid stance with one hand on the trailer and keeping our body positioned the proper way so we're not pulling any muscles in our back or hurting ourselves. And then once again, cradling that handle back into position. Now we can re-enter the vehicle and we can check to make sure the hook is good, release the brakes, and we'll be able to move the truck and trailer together. Now we're gonna demonstrate the proper procedure in adjusting your tandem on your trailer. The first thing we're gonna do, he's gonna pull that handle release arm out and drop it into that locked out position. And he's gonna verify the pins and their location to see if he needs to possibly move the truck forward or back to get the pins to release. Okay, as you can see, the pins have fully released. And now with the trailer brakes locked, he has the ability to pull forward with the tractor and completely reposition where the tandems sit underneath the trailer. What you want to do at this point is you want to get out and you want to look and verify that your pin location is either near or close to the holes that you want to actually put those pins in. Once they do get close enough to that location, we can lock the bar in, and that puts pressure to those pins, allowing them to want to come out. And we're going to re-enter the vehicle and move the truck in a direction that's going to allow those pins to find the holes. At this point, you can see that the pins have now locked through the locking holes, and you want to verify that they are both completely out on both sides, showing that that tandem will be secure underneath the trailer. Once you know that everything is secured in the appropriate location, you can drive the vehicle as normal. So if you like the information that you've seen in this video and you want more information about the CDL program we have at Lake-Sumter State College, you can find us at lssc.edu/CDL. And if for some reason you're at another program or you're just looking for some information, I hope this video was helpful on what you're needing for your CDL journey.